This is Ralph the Rabbit. And one day Ralph woke up with butterflies in his stomach. Today was his very first day at school. He looked over at his backpack, which was filled with all of his brand new school supplies. He took a deep breath and got to work fixing his tie. He looked in the mirror and twitched his nose. Was it crooked? He tried to fix it with his paws, but it just made it worse. Finally, he grabbed his backpack and headed out the door. As he walked to school, he passed by some friendly animals. A squirrel waved at him from a tree. A chipmunk peeked at him from behind a log. And a family of rabbits hopped by and said hello. The forest path was bright and beautiful, and soon Ralph arrived at school. He sat down on a nearby bench and took out his lunch. But as the other animals started to arrive, he felt a little bit nervous. What if they didn't like him? What if he spent the whole day alone? Just then, a hedgehog waddled past and tripped on his backpack. All the other animals laughed and pointed. But Ralph knew how it felt to be different and to feel like an outcast. So he hopped off the bench and helped the hedgehog up. At first, the hedgehog was a little embarrassed, but then he smiled and said, "Thanks for helping me. I'm new here and I'm not very good at making friends." "Well, I'm new here too," said Ralph, "and I'm not very good at making friends either." Just then, a blue jay landed on a nearby branch and called out, "Hey, who wants to play tag?" Me, shouted a bunch of excited voices. And soon all the animals were running around the playground, laughing and having fun. When it was time to go home, Ralph wasn't sad that the day was over. He was sad that he didn't get a chance to say goodbye to his new friends. But as he turned to go, he heard a bunch of familiar voices calling his name. They all wanted to walk home with him. And as they walked, they talked about all the fun things they would do the next day at school. The sun was setting behind the trees as Ralph finally arrived home. It had been a long day, but he couldn't remember the last time he'd been this happy. He took out his lunch, which his mom had packed for him, and gave all of his new friends a big slice of carrot cake. They all sat on his porch swing and talked about their favorite thing they learned that day. Being different wasn't so bad after all. In fact, being different made Ralph special, and as all the animals went home, he knew he wasn't just a rabbit with a crooked nose and floppy ears. He was Ralph, the most happiest rabbit in the whole wide woods. The end.